Hi, this is Connie from the Church Refinery. I just learned something new today, and I wanted to immediately do a video and just share this with everyone if you don't already know how to do this. Um, I've been running tournaments for the past 10 years, and I use Swisssys exclusively. And in Swisssys, you basically register each player one at a time. Come to find out, there's a much better way to do it and much faster, more efficient. And I'm always looking for ways to make things a little faster for myself now that I'm running bigger events. So here we go. I've got this little note here. These are the basic steps that we're going to cover today. Number one, we're going to go into Swisssys, create the tournament files. We're going to create an Excel template so that you know how to set up the Excel list. We're going to add in the data that you need, then we're going to import it, and then we're going to update the ratings because your data might not necessarily have the latest supplement ratings on there. So I've created a folder on my desktop called Test Tournament. I'm going to go ahead and open up Swisssys. I'm using an outdated version, 9.42. There's definitely newer stuff out there, and I doubt that the steps have changed much, but feel free to let me know if something's changed and this doesn't work out for you, okay? So I'm going to set up a new tournament, and I'm going to put it in that very same folder, the desktop folder called Test Tournament. And I'm just going to call this Test Tournament. I'm going to add a section. I'm going to call it Scholastic, if I can spell. And this other one, I'm going to call it Main Event. Done. And so now you see I have two sections in this tournament file. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I'm loading, that I actually have the latest database set up, which I do. This is the golden database with the quick ratings for June of 2021. So that's what's currently loaded. And you see here at the bottom, it's got all the different fields that you can export or import the data for. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to delve into step one of creating an Excel template from Swisssys. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and go to Main Event, and I'm going to register myself to play. So register, and this is me. Exit. So you see my name is here. Nobody's in the Scholastic at this time. And now that I've got one player registered, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Database, Create Database. Does this apply to your primary? Just put primary. Just click OK here. And here under Database File, we're going to browse and we're going to go to the file that I just created, Test Tournament. And we're going to call this player import.xls. Here, check that. Say open. I'm going to put in these headers. For section, I'm going to call it section. For name, I'm going to just call it name. And then for ID number, I'm just going to ID. And the rest of these fields, I'm going to eliminate for now. I don't need this at the moment, okay? I'm going to say apply. Skip. And now if we go back to the test tournament folder, all of a sudden you see an XLS file called player import there. If you open this up, you'll see my name, the one player that we registered, the ID number, and then the path of the folder where it was the path of the folder where that section is located. Now we're going to modify this. We're going to get rid of this path, and instead I'm just going to call it the exact name of the section that I want this player registered in. And now I actually already have a bunch of data available on another sheet, so I'm just going to copy this real quick and paste it into this file. And these are, names of legitimate people and a section that I want to put them in. Okay, main event versus Scholastic. And I'm just going to save this file now. And if I go back to the tournament, I'm going to go ahead and remove my name from this tournament. And so now both of these sections are blank. And if I go back to database and I go to database setup, you'll see that it's still got the Excel file loaded up here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to database load section from that particular database. I'm going to click on append to main event. I'm going to leave this alone. And what it's going to automatically do is that, because we have that Excel file that has the two different sections in there with the individual players, we're going to click on import, and it's going to go ahead and import all those players into each section. So you'll see that it's 31 players to Scholastic and 85 players to the main event. And if you click on each one, you're going to see everybody says unrated. Don't worry about that, because we're going to update that real quick. But it's got the exact names that were in that file that we created earlier from the player import file. I'm going to do a split screen of this real quick. Okay, so I'm here under main event. Bucharesti is under Scholastic, so it all looks correct with the exception of the ratings. So just to update the ratings, all you got to do is go back to database setup, browse to where you've got your supplement file, and then just go to database, confirm ratings from database. Do you want to use the name or state as listed? We'll just say yes. Update all. And now everybody's all updated. Here I think you have to do this one more time for each section maybe. Database, confirm ratings from database, yes, update all. And there we go. And now you're ready to go for the tournament. Wasn't that easy instead of doing players one at a time? I think so. If you have any questions, just hit me up on the Chess Refinery website or on the Facebook group, and if I can help you, I will. All right, thanks. Bye.